Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for all you do. It looks like we are finally on the verge of a teacher deal in the great province of Alberta. Now, this is good, and I know that every member in this Legislative Assembly would agree with that, and certainly every parent wants what's best for our kids and labour stability in education. Now, how we got to this point, though, Mr. Speaker, this is a serious issue. You see, March 15th, the government held a press conference to announce a much-needed victory. The problem is, Mr. Speaker, they really were spiking the football before they were in the end zone. There are 62 elected school boards in Alberta, and they did not see that contract proposal until the day that the government announced it. No wonder there is pushback from boards. They are elected officials, and they are a valuable partner in public education, and as such, they ought to be part of the process. They are right to have raised this issue. Now, nearly all of them have signed on the dotted line at this point, but many of them begrudgingly so. I have spoken to many of them. Many of them are saying they are scared of possible ramifications if they did not. Now, that's not exactly cultivating a good relationship going forward. Now, teachers will be taking a wage freeze for 3 years. I applaud their commitment to the province of Alberta for doing so. There was initially some resistance on that front, and seeing as the government did not campaign on that, I think we can understand why. They waited until after the election to announce it, not to mention the fact they wouldn't be honouring their promise of predictable, long-term, stable funding. Now, the minister says the bargaining process is broken, and on that point, I think he might be right. But what he failed to point out is his government created this bargaining process. So when it comes to accepting responsibility and being accountable for your actions, a former teacher of mine used to remind me and other students of this, and I think it applies. If the shoe fits, wear it. We might have a deal, but as much as the minister owns it, he has to own what has happened up to this point as well.
The honourable member for Calgary Bow, followed